But we made it all right. We made it all right. We knew that there was going to be a better day, one way or another. One way or another. Today I can't go forward without letting everybody know here that we're all connected.
Yeah.
There is no me by myself.
Ray.
Nothing I ever done by myself.
Yeah, Ray.
The Modells, I can't thank the Modell family enough. What some people wanted to call a tragedy, God blessed it. Art had to make a hard decision in life. We all make hard decisions. But when he moved the city to Baltimore, nobody would ever knew that Baltimore would end like this. And because of his vision, me and Baltimore are forever connected. I was then.
Never left you.
I think the only argument, seriously.
Whole career, yo.
The only argument that me and Ozzie Newsome has ever had was he really thought he could come back and catch a pass on me. Listen, you see, he still thinking that. That was the only argument me and New had that really had. Because in 1996, he drafted a young country boy out of Lakeland, who they say wasn't big enough, wasn't fast enough, wasn't strong enough, undersized, and couldn't play.
And hit like a mad truck.
And the bottom line is, when I stepped in Baltimore, I promised him, he's sitting right here, so I don't need to tell no lies.
I know that's right.
Baltimore had never seen a championship.
Yes, sir.
I promised him my first one. I've come to a place now to understand that everybody that had a hand in this,
That's right.
if you're here today, my heart says thank you.
Yes, sir.
When you think about what history has done, when people make up their mind, I've always told people good is fitting in, great is fitting out. To do something great, you have to be different. You have to chase something different. When people see you, they got to wonder why you're going the opposite way of everybody else.
Talk so, Ray.
Huh?
And then, man, I was,
Yeah, what it is.
wow, I was introduced to Baltimore.
Thank you.
I was dropped off in Baltimore and had never really left the state of Florida outside of traveling with my college team. And I cannot tell you from the first moment, listening to Ozzie Newsome and listening to all of the things and the visions that we had for this city, not just on the field. We had a vision to really change lives and affect change in Baltimore.
Thank you, Oz. Thank you, Oz.
My family,
Yeah.
that's my spinal cord. That's the family that's always kept me upright.
That's all right.
Mama, we did it.
Yes, sir.
We had a lot of sleepless nights, but we did it. We okay with ourselves.
Yes, I know that's right.
Keisha, baby girls. Break.
That's all right.
I'll break my back
Yes, sir.
to make sure y'all all right.
Yes, sir, Ray.
Kadeja Keon, I give up anything to make sure my family never suffers.
Real man. Real man. No doubt.
That's right.
No
I'm
doubt.
built for that.
Hey, right now.
Word.
Go ahead, Ray.
I'm a man myself now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a grown man.
Word, word, Ray. Word up.
But there is no me
Word.
without my father.
No doubt.
Hey.
You need to know. Yeah. You need to know, right?
Daddy, I need you to know
Yes, sir.
God don't make no mistakes.
No, he don't. Amen. No, he don't.
Whatever we done been through in our life, let it be. Because now we rejoice. Now we sing the praises for real.
Yes, sir.
Because we've written our own history. I started training, man, and I bumped into a guy. Steven know a little something about this guy. I bumped into a guy by the name of Monty Sanders. And I thought I'd never be tricked into working out. I just thought you just always had to ask me to work out. And one night at 1:30 in the morning, Monty took me downstairs and he said, let's go in this weight room, I want you to try something. And I went in the weight room at 1:30 in the morning, and that's the first time I ever thought I saw Jesus personally. We worked so hard. We worked so hard. And it reminds me of one of Ali quotes that I kind of put a twist to it. Man, I hated every second of training. But I promised myself if I hurt now, if I go through everything that I had to go through, the countless hours of not doing nothing else but grinding,
No doubt. No
I
doubt.
can live the rest of my life as a champion.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
traded that every time.
Yes, sir.
Today was that special day. Because then I was introduced to a man by the name of Michael McQuarrie. See, I was a witness. See, I was a witness. See, I was right there when I knew you didn't have cartilage in your knees. I was right there when I looked in his eyes and asked him, give me everything you got.
I know this.
Word.
Because of our brotherhood.
Yes, sir. Word.
Because of what we believed in each other. When nobody gave us a chance. We broke all rules.
Yes, sir.
We did it our way.
Yes, sir.
We made sure they started putting in rules.
Yes,
for us.
sir. Yeah. Word.
Home team, well, let me tell you something.
All right.
We in Super Bowl 35 and we done watched so much film, and I saw Money Tuma line up outside and I saw D-Stars jump that slant. I said, Lord, I'm finna win my first Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
And I said, and he from the U. Who does that?
Yeah, we took that. We took that, Brian. Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, it's the countless names. It's the reason I'm here. It's the reason I'm here. I'm telling you, Jesse Armstead, that one conversation we had on the sideline. That one conversation we had on the sideline changed my life forever. Brother, I told you that last night. Nobody never knew what that conversation meant but me and you. And it's going to be that way forever. Man, Shannon Sharp and Rod Wilson. I had some role models along the way.
All right, then.
Stephon Moore, Eric Turner.
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
I can just go down the line of naming all these countless people that's really been a part of my life. That's really helped me get to where I am today. James Trout. Now I know what fury is. Control fury. When you actually turn your life over to him, he ushers you into using it the right way. I'm glad I learned from you. Strong as a vine, brother. I'll always carry your legacy with me.
So,
Let me tell you something. Bill Tessendorf, the way you took care of me, the Baltimore Ravens organization, let me tell you something. We can talk about a bunch of programs across the world. But I'm telling you, if you want to talk about top 8, you want to talk about a class act, you want to talk about making sure that we're respected as men, this organization made sure that was possible. Atlanta and my sisters.
Stand in front of me. I have a perfect view right
If God knew the day I walked through your doors, that I would have been taken care of the way I was taken care of. I cannot thank you or ever repay you for the love that you guys gave me.
Oh, thank you.
The love that you continue to give me. I love you.
Love you, Ray.
I love you guys. Capturing my legacy. And then I became a friend, a real close friend of the greatest swimmer of all time. And we actually started sitting down and having conversations with each other. And I can tell you this, man. Everything you did, it pushed me to never let you see me quit.
No doubt.
Because I knew the way you looked at me.
Yeah, right.
Word.
But I wanted you to always know the way I looked at you, young man. A warrior. A warrior.
No doubt.
From every level of a warrior, man.
Yeah.
Word. Word.
I love you to death, Michael Phelps.
Well spoken, Ray.
Kevin Blank. I will. I will. I met a lot of men in this world. I met a lot of men. And I'm a kind of group before I end. But it's hard to meet a man with your heart. It's hard to ever run into people that has your passion for bottom line, helping people. Your vision as a man is what attracts me to you the most. Your drive to never stop is the reason why I said I'm all in. I applaud you. I applaud your footsteps here on earth, man. Because what you're trying to do, a lot of people need to follow that model. Thank you. Thank you for being a brother. Thank you.
Give it that dance, Ray. Give it that dance, Ray.
Let me tell you something.
Give it that dance.
Let me tell you something. Darren Sanders and Craig, boy, y'all too. Special. Brad Jackson, special. Eddie, I see you, Edo. I see you, Edo. I always made sure my pass and everything was where it needed to be.
I know that's right.
To get me through another day. Today is a day of rejoice.
Yes, it is.
You know?
Yes, it is.
Before I go into my story, I texted him last night because of my heart towards this man. You know, Steve Biscotti, there's a lot of successful people in this world. But it ain't too many got your heart. It ain't too many people.
All right. Yes, Steve. Right, Steve.
It ain't too many people that has your drive and determination to actually make things happen right now.
Yes, sir.
There's a difference between money and power.
Yup.
That's power. I cannot thank you enough for just being my partner. Steve called me. I had tore my tricep. He called me and I asked him and I asked my daughter Diamond, because my kids are my greatest motivation ever. The only reason Daddy ain't never took a break because I wanted to make sure y'all never took a break. Life owes you nothing. Whatever you want to go do in life, go do it. I called my daughter and I called Steve and I said, well, should I come back for the Broncos game and play? Steve said, you know, you should come back in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And take us to win the Super Bowl. And that'll probably be one of the greatest stories ever written.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Don't be paid back.
My mother said, I said, you think I should come back? She said, no, Daddy. She said, wait until the playoffs and come back. I finally ended up waiting until the playoffs, and I'm laying on the floor one night and I'm getting stretched. And Sharif, you remember this?
What?
Steve calls my phone.
So-called best.
And you know, I never saw Steve really nervous.
Great.
But he called my phone and he said, I just gotta ask a question. I said, well, what's the question? He said, do you think this rookie quarterback can beat us?
No, sir. Not with Ray on the team.
Don't you ever.
Negative.
It's a lot of things gonna happen. Well, then it's a lot of things won't happen.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
David Modell, I shook your hand the first time, and I promise you after my second contract, and I shook your hand, and I promise you that I would bring you a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, quick. He brought it quick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ray. G-O-A-T.
Two people that I must honor because my legacy only goes as far as what I've always promised them. Mama McNair. I flew Mama McNair in town. Steve McNair's mama. And I flew her in town for a reason, because I promised Steve a long time ago that once we was connected, we was gonna be connected forever.
Yes, sir.
I told Ozzy this all the time. God don't make no mistakes. He just put us in the right places to deal with things with the right people. Miss Charlie Mae. Miss Charlie Mae. We lost. Yeah. Miss Charlie Mae is the mother of my roommate who was brutally killed in college. And I promise you that standing up there, I didn't do it. We did it. Yeah. Your son believed more in me. Woo. The nights you fed me when I couldn't eat. Miss Charlie Mae, thank you for pushing me to this point in life. Thank you for being here today, because we did it. There is no me. We did it. So if I was to sum up my career, Bobby Armstead, boy, the conversations me and you done had on the phone, people wouldn't even believe it. They would have thought I was lying, all the things I used to tell you. Because I used to tell him before it happened. Willie Buford, life is life, boy. Without you being by my side, I don't know where Lou would be. Bottom line. Juan Dixon.
Gay Juan! Gay Juan! Gay old boy!
What you did for my sons in 1 week, I owe you for a lifetime. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Wrap up my career, try to figure out how it all if it goes like this. And I watched this story, and I read this story about this man climbing on a tightrope across the Grand Canyon. And somebody ran up to him, and one of the young girls ran up to him, and she said, "You're not afraid to climb on that tightrope across the Grand Canyon?" She said, "What makes you so confident climbing across the Grand Canyon?" He says, "No matter when I was at practice, I used to practice with the rope just 5 feet away from the ground." He said, "But I always kept my eye on the rope. I never looked at how much the distance was." He said, "And then I took it up to 50 feet. She said, "Was you scared then?" He said, "No, because I kept my eye on the rope." He got up to the Grand Canyon, and his family and his 3 kids were standing to the side, and he got ready to walk across there, and he started to stumble a little bit, so he started to shake, and the question was asked, What made you stop? He said, I had to keep my eye on the rope. No matter what life throws at you, no matter how high the climb, keep your eye on the rope. No matter what you've been through in life. Gene, a Baltimore retired police officer, who somebody brutally walked up and shot him in the head, in the back of the head. He can't breathe, he can't see, he can't do nothing. Stand up, Gene, please.
Woo!
The day we met, I realized